See what I'm saying? Let's see. All right. Let's get to it first. Shalom Akim. Call halal Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Rekar Kodash. All right. Double honors, of course, to the apostles of Great Millstone. All right. For teaching us his knowledge. All right. And who rule well. All right. This is Naaman.
Yawasap.
And this is Yawasap. All right. So today we're going to go into a couple of articles that's going to show you, Jake, that are half-assing, all right? This man, these Edomites, these so-called white people, they still hate us. Even more so now because of this coronavirus. Everybody's shut in. They can't do what they want. Not to mention, people losing their livelihoods because of this, all right? So Esau is not in the mood for BS. In a couple of articles we're going to read to you, starting off with Yawasap here in his article, all right, is going to prove that point. All right, Jake just taking things for granted as usual, you know, mind occupied with, you know, mirth, all right, not realizing things are never going to go back to the way they were. This man has been chomping at the bit to show you how much he really hates you. So without further ado, go ahead, Yawasap.
Okay, the title of it is video release of black man in Georgia gunned down by two major soldiers while out jogging. Oh, they saying something about Joe Biden demand justice, but you know that's
Yeah, well, you know how that goes.
Okay.
Another thing, these politicians, they don't give a damn about our people, never have. We're just an ends to a means, all right? That's it. All right, if you have anything else.
Okay, I'll read some of the what happened. The video of a young black man being viciously murdered in Georgia was released. In the clip, Ahmaud Arbery, 25, is seen jogging. He's approached by two white men and shot to death. Arbery is unarmed. Okay, Arbery died more than 2 months ago. But the two men, one of them a former cop, still have not faced repercussion. Activist Sean King released a video on social media in an effort to mobilize a call to action. And now the Georgia District Attorney has finally recommended a grand jury review. BET reported. Okay, here's what we know. On February 25th in the mid-afternoon, Gregory Michael, 64, who is a former police officer, and his son, Travis Michael, 34, reportedly confronted Arbery because they were suspected he was a burglar in the suburban neighborhood of Chantilly Shore, Georgia.
Calm, just a second. Suspected. See, you Jakes out there still think this is a joke. You believed in all that civil rights BS, all right, thinking we're all equal now and all this. No, never have been, all right. Those laws are on the books more so for them than for us, because you got to understand, in order for them to conduct business around the world, people are aware of how they treated us and everything. But I can't continue to go around the world preaching democracy, all right, and fairness, and I'm lynching my own citizens, all right. Now we know this man's a hypocrite, but he's trying. This whole thing is about appearances, all right. It's hypocrisy at its best, but people are tired of it, all right.
Okay, the father and son spotted Arbery, armed themselves with a .357 Magnum and a shotgun, got into the pickup truck, went after Arbery, according to the police report. They caught up with Arbery and shot and killed him. Neither has been arrested or charged. Okay, they saying something about the district attorney, but
yeah, because I believe the same individual, he's a retired police officer. He was also an investigator with the district attorney's office.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why the delay for a couple of months at least, all right? Here's scripture. This is for you people that still think it's a joke and live in fantasy land. This is Sirach or Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 10. And this goes more to Jake, because our family structure is shot all to hell, all right? And, you know, with the mother being designated as, you know, the ruler of the household by our enemy, by the way, all right? Our kids growing up, at least since the 60s, all right, don't know who their enemy is. This is Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. It says, never trust an enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself, what did I say about him going all throughout the world and about all these laws on the books that are really for him, all right, to make it seem as though he's doing something for us, all right, when actually he's not. It's as though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. All right. That attitude, that evil intent towards us is always going to be there. That's all the more reason why we should want to get the hell up out of this place. Micah 2 and 10, if you would, please, real quick. Micah chapter 2, verse 10, Hebrews 11th chapter, all right, and 13th chapter, all right? Got that? Oh, okay. This is verse 12. Sirach or Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 12. It says, set him not by thee, which Jake is all up, you know, want to be all up under Esau. He said, lest when he hath overthrown thee, in other words, he's just waiting in the wings, he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. In other words, it's too late. You already been warned. All right? You got that?
Yeah.
Micah chapter 2, verse 10.
Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
Come. This was never meant to be our rest. This is punishment for us. This is the chastising that we are receiving, all right, because we went off, all right. We went the heck off. And this is another in the Apocrypha, hold on. Since I brought that up, this is Baruch 4 and 28. It says, for as it was your mind to go astray, that's us, we, the nation of Israel, from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. All right? And that's what we're out here trying to do, all right? Because we're all working for that same penny. All right? Anything else on that as far
Yeah,
as?
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
Okay. It's about, about the, these wicked Edomites.
Come on, bring it up. Yeah.
It's Psalms 58 and
Oh, yeah.
Psalms 58 and 1. Okay. Do you indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do you judge uprightly? O you sons of men, yea, in heart you work wickedness. You weigh the balance of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Come.
That's that's exactly what happened here. They said they thought he was a burglar, but when they caught up with him, both of them had guns. Okay, and then they said that once they found out he wasn't no burglar. Okay, why they had to draw a gun on him?
That.
Why did they have to do that? But they trying to say here he was kind of off. Anytime Jake get caught up in something, get killed, they always bring up his record.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is where they brought up his record at. You know, they said, okay, they said he was, he was a football player. Okay, here it is. This is his record. You know, they try to bring up his record,
Which they're often prone to do. You know, smear the victim.
Yeah. Okay, the court record showed that Arbery was convicted of shoplifting and of violating probation in 2018. Okay, in 2013, he was indicted on charges of taking a handgun to a high school basketball game. Okay, according to this is where he was living at. But that ain't got nothing to do with this situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not like the person or persons involved in his death knew anything about that. This is after the fact. Again, in order to smear the victim, Jake, all right, so it make Esau look righteous. All right, this is Isaiah. Is that it on that?
Yeah.
Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 59, verse 4. It says, "None calleth for justice, nor any pleadeth for truth. They trust in vanity and speak lies. They conceive mischief and bring forth iniquity." This is all they do. These Edomites, all right. Just sit around and plot on Jake, all right. Now, this is another case, recent, and just to show you, it says suspected racist. All right, can you see that? There you go. Suspected racist shoots unarmed black driver in road rage incident. All right. Killed him. And it goes on to say, in the latest apparent instance of deadly it says black, vigilantism, a suspected racist Edomite driver shot and killed an Israelite man after both men's cars are in what's being described as a quote-unquote minor collision in St. Paul, Minnesota on Friday night. It wouldn't be until the next day that police arrested Anthony J. Trifoletti and charged him with the murder of Douglas C. Lewis, a 39-year-old father whose family was grieving after the apparent case of road rage. What took so long for Trifoletti to be arrested is the question. Well, of course, he told police he feared for his life, even though he was the one who was armed with the gun and not Lewis. Trifoletti had a legal permit to carry a concealed weapon, according to the Minneapolis Star-Tribune, but a series of tweets from self-identified family members of Lewis accused Trifoletti of harboring racial animosity toward so-called black people. All right. It says Trifoletti reportedly told the St. Paul Police Department that he saw Lewis reaching toward his waistband as he advanced. The supposed reason for shooting Lewis 4 times at close range. To make matters worse, Trifoletti tried to imply that Lewis identified himself as a gang member. However, 2 witnesses said they never heard Lewis say that he was GD, a reference to the Gangster Disciple street gang. It says Edomites can get away with killing a so-called black man by saying they were afraid, Lewis's sister told the Star-Tribune. A tweet from a person who identified Lewis as my kid's father tweeted a screenshot of a direct message on her phone that described Trifoletti in part as afraid of the black community and declared that this is a race case 1,000%. The tweet pointed to Trifoletti's social media activity as proof of his racism against so-called black people.
That's another lie right there.
Yeah.
Speaking lies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's speaking lies.
That's Psalms we just read, 58 verse 3. Mm-hmm. As soon as they be born.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see, I had some scriptures. Hold on. Navigate through this thing here. This will be, as soon as I get it, Salaki. All right, here we go. This is Psalms chapter 119. Here we go. Psalms chapter 119 and 69. All right, it says, the proud have forged a lie against me, but I will keep thy precepts with all my heart. All right, with my whole heart. It's like, so no matter what's going on around you, you know, you got to continue to have faith and continue to have your heart and your mind, all right, given to these scriptures. All right. Let's see. Anything else? Did you have any?
Yes, I had, let me see. Okay, I have a precept here.
Go ahead.
Okay. Say, my enemies are lively and they are strong. See, when Jake got to realize, you know, when Jake got to realize these people's our enemy. We've been telling it, you know, we've been saying it for years and stuff. But they just don't believe it, you know. And they hate me wrongfully, and are multiply, you know. They also render evil for good of my adversity, because I follow the thing that good is. Just like that Edom might kill the other people in the church.
Come.
You
Down
know.
South Carolina.
That's an example, you know, right here. That Edom might have killed all the people in the church. You know, they were trying to be, you know, like, you know, didn't see, just trying to be good to evil. You know, same way, you know.
Jake never learns a lesson. Why you hang around? You don't know about now that this man or these people hate you. Did you have anything else?
No, that's it.
That's it. This is Psalms 35, chapter 35, verse 11. It says, false witnesses did rise up. They laid to my charge things that I knew not. All right. Prime example. What always happens after an incident like this we just read. Oh, he had a gun. Oh, he was a gang member. All right. Verse 12, it says, they reward me evil for good to the spoiling of my soul. All right. You can't win here. That's why I read Micah chapter 2, verse 10. All right. You can't win. All right. So is there anything else? And these are just two incidents. This is like in the last 2 months. All right. Well, 3 months. All right. Wait till it gets warm out here. Wait till I'm going to say summer, since it looks like we don't have much of a spring yet, but let's just say when the summer gets here, all hell is going to break loose, all right? A lot of people are going to get caught out there, all right, still worshiping your enemy, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. You want to be all up under him. All right, so is there anything else as far as, you got any more scriptures?
Not right now.
Okay, so with that, I hope whoever sees this is edified. All right. Again, stay prayed up because things are happening fast. These prophecies are jumping off the page. All right. And things are just moving. So don't get caught out there unawares. All right. Keep your head on a swivel. Be circumspect. So with that, once again, call the law Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Once again, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who told us it's true and who rule well. Salutations out there for the Akim, out there on the highways and byways pushing this truth in all sincerity and truth while trying to wake up the remaining, hopefully, elect. So with that, Shalom and Abba Ba.
Shalom.
Shalom.